Hi and welcome to this video. We will continue to learn more about aggregation using the group by function. In the previous video, we learned how to group by using entire data frame on a single column. Now the next question is, what if we want to group this entire data frame on multiple columns and how we can do it? Well, that's something that you can also do using group by function. So what we will do here is we are going to use the entire data frame and then we are going to group by first on outlet size, which is small, medium, high, and then we are going to group it based on the item type. And then we will calculate the mean for the item MRP. Let's see what happens here. So for outlet size high, for each item type, these are the mean prices. Then we have the medium outlet size. And if you notice here, when we go from one outlet size to another outlet size, the entire list starts again for item type. So you can see here baking goods and then starchy foods for outlet size high. And then again for medium outlet size, we start from baking goods until starchy foods and so on. So we are in this example only worried about item MRP so that we pass the item MRP here in the square bracket, and for each outlet size, for example for high, this is the mean price for baking goods and this is for breads and so on. For medium outlet size, this is the mean price for baking goods and breads and so on. Because using this method, you are actually able to explore the data from different perspectives. Now whatever we did just now, this is also something that can be done using the pivot table function. Now if you are from the Microsoft Excel background, I'm pretty sure that you are familiar with the pivot table. And the pivot table is something that's been included in Pandas. Just to make it easier for those who are coming from Excel background, pivot table is function in Pandas and it's written like this, pivot underscore table, and you need to call Pandas at the beginning. So in pivot table, you pass the data. This is the data frame. And here index is the column on which you want to group by your data. For this case, we are seeing item type. Then you pass the values on which you want to perform the aggregation. And here, egg function refers to the aggregation function that you want to use while you are grouping by, which in this case it's mean. So the values column is the price, as you see here, item MRP, and the aggregation function is the mean. So we want to calculate the mean price for different item types. This is what we want to do. Let's run this one and see. So quickly we got the results, and you can see baking goods, mean price, and then breads and so on. And for the second example that we saw earlier, where we were first grouping based on outlet size, then we are grouping based on item type, then we were finding the mean of item price. This is also something that you can do with pivot table. Now, the difference is index is a list now. You're not going to have only item type, but you have also outlet size. And you want to do aggregation on item MRP, and aggregate function is mean. Let's run this piece of code and see. So you get the same output as before. For the outlet size high, these are the records for different item types. And for outlet size medium, these are the records, and you get the idea. So this is the pivot function. Thank you for watching this video.